Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back.
Well, this morning, as we usually do, Candace was before we started work. Candace was drinking coffee and going through YouTube comments.
Yep, I like to go through there in the mornings to see if there's any subjects or we want to talk about or any questions we can answer. And I kind of struck out on this video. So Lonnie was looking on Facebook. We have a reseller water cooler private group.
Link down below. It's just below the American Bubble Boy link, which is down below also.
If you haven't joined and you're into reselling, we encourage you to join. It's a great group. You can get questions answered there if you need help, like right away.
Yeah, the best thing about that group is that there are usually if you ask a question, you'll get like 10 different answers from 10 different people, and sometimes it's kind of like you got to figure out who's the Yahoo, and it's almost like a multiple choice question. You know, like where there's a ridiculous one and you just throw that out. Yep. Or there's one guy or girl that just seems a little too passionate, and you throw that one out. And then
it's interesting reading though, for sure.
No, it's very interesting. And yeah, there's some and a lot of times you can usually look at some of these threads and pick out, you can read through and you can figure out who really knows what they're talking about, you know. And then the longer you're in the group, you tend to find that, okay, this person is usually bang on.
Yeah. This
person is trying to act like they are, you know, like it's an interesting dynamic in there, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Great place for brand new resellers, because there's like I would say most of the questions that come up in there are from newer sellers, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And
then there's also a lot of like old time sellers that are like showing stuff they find or whatever.
You can see what people are picking up. People share. We have some links every week for people to share their videos in stores. So it's great for people just to kind of network, you know?
And to like stay on top of like new policy changes and things like that. A lot of times they'll find out about them from that group.
Yeah.
But anyway, this morning I was looking through the Facebook group, and I've seen this question a bunch of times over the years. I always think it's a fun question. I'm not going to get too close because it is a private group. Michael posted, what is the lowest margin you will do? And it's such a simple sounding question.
It's so complex.
And it's a very, very complex answer. And I don't even know if we can answer it. We can try.
I think our general rule is that the lower the value item, the higher the margin needs to be.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your profit margin needs to be higher the lower the value item.
Yeah, I agree with that. That sounds accurate. I think anytime you discuss profit margins on eBay, there's so many other factors other than just, okay, buy for this price, sell for that price, here's the profit margin. It's not that simple. Then that's not the way you can really approach whether you're going to buy something or not, in my opinion.
Right. If you're going to buy something for $1 to sell for 20, that may be good enough.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Like most people would say 20x.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Like you got plenty of room for eBay fees and everything else. But
some people, that's not good enough. Unless you get up to something that you're paying $100 for. Right?
Right. Yeah. But what I was thinking though is like, okay, if something costs $1 and you could sell it for 20, on its face that sounds good, but if you have to spend 10 minutes cleaning it and then it takes 6 months to sell, and then when it does sell you have to spend another, maybe it's a hard pack, you have to spend 20 minutes packing it, is that still such a great buy?
Right.
Maybe. And then what if it's really big? What if it's a big thing? So that's like there's so many factors. It's like how fast will this thing sell? How much room does it take up? What else? How long is it going to take you to list it? How long is it going to take you to pack it?
Right. Yeah, usually our bigger items, we want to see bigger profit.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like if we see things, and if I think it's going to be a slow mover, we're gonna have to get more money for it. If I think it's going to be a hard packer, we're going to have to get more money for it. If I think it's going to be a hard lister, we're going to have to get more money for it. I mean,
that's it in a nutshell, basically, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like I'll look at an item, like if I see this item at a garage sale and they have $1 on it, and it's literally, I know that I can just set it down and take a picture of it, and it's going to be a relatively fast seller, and it doesn't take up much room, and it's easy to pack. I can pack it. Let's say I can list it and pack it in 10 minutes, and then after all is said and done, I'll make $8 profit on this item.
That works for me.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Because I do the math. I'm like, all right, 10 minutes, I could do that. I could do 6 of these an hour. Is my time worth $48 an hour? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. My time is worth $48 an hour. It's actually worth a pretty good bit less than that. So, yes, I would do that. I would absolutely do that.
Yeah, just some food for thought this morning. Like, do you have a certain margin that you stick to, or are you kind of flexible like that? You know, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, and another way I like to look at it too is I like to think about, okay, if I bought nothing but that item and I work with only that item all day, how much could I make a day? You know what I mean? Like, I kind of like to look at it as a work day, and how much money can we make. That I like to kind of look at things at per hour and per day basis instead of so much
per item.
Yeah. Because like if I can list like the car parts, for instance, or the Walmart pens, spark plugs, stuff like that, you know, like long tail, yet easy to list, yet each one isn't going to sell for a whole lot, yet you don't spend much time on it. That's when it gets kind of tricky, you know, and that's when the buy price has to be low.
Right.
So like spark plugs buy price is super low. Walmart pens buy price is super low.
Yeah, like pennies on the dollar.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. Now you get into something else like nutcrackers, for instance. We paid $30 a pop for those, or a crack for those. Usually I'll say a whack, but this time I'll say a crack. Paid $30 a crack for those, and that's a lot of money. We are spending a pretty good bit of time on it.
But our profit margin is higher dollar-wise, not percentage-wise, but dollar-wise.
Yeah, so on average, our expected outcome on nutcrackers is to buy them for $30 and sell them for what is it, like $115?
No, it's about $120 right now is what we're at.
Okay, so we're making about $90 before fees.
Yep.
Candace spends a pretty good bit of time on a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be spending a pretty good bit of time on a lot of them, packing them too.
Right.
However, we've got $90 gross profit built into each one on average. So we decided we could afford to spend that time.
It was worth our time, yep.
And that's the thing, that's the thing about that question about the margin, is that most people, when that question is asked, their answer 90% of the time is going to be
based on strictly a dollar amount or percentage, not taking into account time.
Exactly.
Yes.
And in my opinion, the time part is more expensive than the money part. Because we only got I would say 8 hours in a work day, but maybe, you know, sometimes you have 12 or more, sometimes it's less than 8. But if you ever find yourself answering this question, because like we don't have a factory where we put raw materials in and we don't touch it, and then we get widgets out and then we don't touch that either, and those go to stores.
Yeah, like you don't have your cost of production and then your final value.
Right, because we're actually putting hands on and working on things, and
there's a lot of variables.
Right, but so like Wrigley bubble gum, for instance, they have high margins. It's a low cost product, but they don't. It's different whenever you're like, or if you're like an Amazon seller, and you're like, okay, I can make $1. I can make $2 net on this product, and I have 10,000 of them. I can make $2 a piece net. That would be a horrible business model for an eBay seller.
And it works for Amazon because you just ship it off, right?
Exactly.
You don't see it again. Don't touch it again.
So that's the time factor.
Yeah.
Right? And even if you spent $1 and then you're making $1 on each one, but then they'll sell fast and you don't touch them after you prepare the shipment and send it off. And, you know, and I'm saying that after returns, you know, returns and all that stuff are factored in. That's another thing you got to factor in too with margins is risk. You know, like some products, like Candace might say, look, Lonnie, this super fragile glass thing, I could buy it for 20 and sell it for 60. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's probably about a 25% chance that thing could break in shipment.
Right.
And you got to factor that in, the potential losses too.
Or electronics, if they may or may not work.
Exactly.
Can you sell them as is and make money off of it if
That's
it doesn't
right.
work? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Every product, every niche has those little variable. How well do you know that product? You know, how solid are your comps? The more solid the comp is, like if I know for rock solid sure that I can sell, okay, like let's say Wii Sports, and I pick up a copy and it's like, I look at the disc, I'm like, man, that thing is clean. I could sell it, I could flip it for $25 plus shipping within 24 hours. I could spend 5 minutes between listing and packing it, but they want $10 for it. So now we're $10 to make $25 to make $15 before fees. Normally I would say a 1.5 multiplier on a garage sale item would be bad. In that case, I would do it.
Not something that you have 5 minutes into.
No, I would totally do that. But if I answered that question, I'm like, okay, I usually need to make 1.5 times my money. People would probably say, well, that's dumb. And normally it would be. So I don't know, what are y'all's, like, man, there's so many factors there other than just I gotta make 3, 4, 5 times my money. Although I would say on garage sale items,
that's probably the average.
I think it's probably around,
I think it's probably 10x, huh?
5 to 10x.
Yeah.
Is where we're usually, that's just where we happen to usually be at.
Right.
Because like the standard garage sale item we're picking up is usually going to be, we're paying 2 to sell for 25 or something like that, right?
There's variables in that too. Of course, if you have a niche, you know you're always going to have this profit margin.
Yeah.
So
I love this question though, because anytime it's asked and I start reading and the answers, I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that angle. That's true. You know, and then the newer people always just like be like, if I can't make $20 on something, I ain't buying it. Or if I can't make 50, I'm not going to mess with it. You know, you see answers like that are like hard, in stone. This is what I do, and I'm like,
I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
You like that?
Yeah, because it leaves stuff at garage sale for us to buy.
It does actually. It does, because then like, okay, let's say the time value proposition isn't good for selling one. That's why whenever I see like a sale where someone has a big pile of the same thing, that's where I can like, oh, most people aren't going to see the value here because those things sell for about $2 a piece, but this guy has 500 of them.
Yeah, and he only wants $50 for them.
Right. Right. So you can kind of use that to your advantage sometimes too if you're willing to get creative. But I love this kind of question. So what are y'all's, I know it's a long answer, but what are y'all's general rules for how you approach profit or you know, let's change the way we talk about profit slash time margin. I think that's a profit, time, risk, all those things. Like, what is your general approach? That is a huge question though, to ask somebody, answer down in the comments. But yeah, we do have some eBay orders, some sales that happened yesterday that we need to go ahead and pull. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, time to pull some eBay orders.
Yep. First item is a 24 CD lot, Time Life, Your Hit Parade. C6 Charlie.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's this whole stack here.
Yeah.
So let's, since we were talking about profit margins, let's look at all, we could talk about whether we would, this stuff is all about to fall.
Yeah, there's Sims games back there.
So would we buy this again for this profit margin? What did we pay for these?
I don't remember.
I think it was 25 cents a whack. We got these in an estate sale.
So what is that, $6?
Yeah, we turned in how much?
60.
And then I did spend, in honesty, I spent probably about 20 to 30 minutes going through these CDs. Had to clean maybe 4 or 5 of them in the machine over here. So time and money, I think, are both right on that. I would do that again for sure.
I think that was worth it for sure. All right, we have a lot of Walmart pins going out. So you want to just grab all the bins and we'll get them out and then show them.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah. It's kind of hard to say what we have into the Walmart pins. I would say probably, if I had to guess, I'd probably say about $100 we spent on all of them.
Yeah.
Because we bought a bunch of stuff that day at that garage sale.
Right. And it was all kind of like make a pile and then we'll come up with a price.
Right.
You know,
but
so.
I think this probably constituted about $100.
Yeah.
That's what I figured anyways. Yeah. So, will we buy these again? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, every time.
But I would only buy these again if we could buy like a bulk amount of them. Like if I saw one Walmart pen in a garage sale,
if it was a quarter, I'd pick it up.
Maybe.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I've kind of learned which ones sell. Like definitely if it's got the smiley guy on it.
Yeah.
That does, and the anniversary ones are good.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying though, like something like this. Yeah, maybe you buy one, maybe, but buying more than one, like the more you buy, then the more efficient your use of time gets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your return actually gets greater by doing more, because like you might list 20 to 50 at a time, and right?
You're more likely to sell because of one bringing them to your store, and then they look at all your other.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah. So. True. But yeah, I would definitely do this again. Let's get these out. Okay, we went ahead and pulled all the Walmart pens that are going out. We had 8 on one order.
Yep.
I'm gonna read them off to you real quick just to double check we have the right ones. 124 is a Robin Hood smiley.
Yep.
Okay, 261 is Blitz Day Survivor.
Yep.
235 is Accident Free 1 year.
Yep.
And then Open 24/7 Super Center 81.
Yep.
And 141 Better Every Day.
Yep.
263 Walmart Kids.
Yep.
Number 20 is Our Store Had a Good Inventory.
Yep.
And 35 is Peace. It's a smiley angel.
Yep. So that was all in the same order for $79.
Okay.
And then on a separate order, we have a
roll back.
Roll them back, move them out.
Yeah, that one's kind of neat.
I know.
I like that one.
$10 for that one.
Yeah. This person right here must be a big time collector, because they've actually bought a couple of times from us in the past couple of days.
And all the ones they bought were smiley. Right, to Charlie, we sold a lot of 20 Matchbox cars. We just picked those up weekend before last.
To Charlie?
Yeah.
I would say this is, as far as margin goes, it's probably pretty close. You don't like it, huh?
I was surprised you were able to get that much for them.
Hey, it was within it was a reasonable amount to ask, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta figure out where it is. Okay, they're right here. Yeah, I agree though that this was kind of a risky buy.
Molly,
Not $5 is risky, but you know what I'm saying.
my skepticism about being able to sell them as a lot was because they were duplicates.
There were some.
Yeah.
There weren't that many.
So,
But they had Jeeps and trucks in there. That was kind of a factor for me.
Okay.
Those
usually sell well.
Yeah, I agree with you though. That wasn't the best. It was okay.
So those sold for $25.
Okay, we paid $5.
Yeah. And for Charlie Rainbow Bright purse bag thing.
For Charlie?
Yeah.
This is Sprite.
Yeah. Well, that's a Sprite. There were different ones. His name is Twink.
Okay.
Yeah, they had different colors.
Where did you get this? What'd you pay?
We picked that up at a garage sale a couple of weeks ago for $3. And I looked it up on site. And I listed it for what I looked up on site, and that's what it sold for, $25.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's definitely a do again.
Yeah. 9 Bravo, Daniel's Little Library, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood Books.
Which one?
9 Bravo.
Yeah. Paid. It probably worked out to what, Candace? Maybe $3-4 for these?
Yeah, because he kind of did you a little bundle deal for some books.
And what'd we get for him?
20.
Yeah, that's good enough. Like, that's kind of bare minimum I think you want to be.
Right.
Although this didn't take very long because they're like
brand new.
perfect condition.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right on the edge.
Okay.
Profit margin wise.
This is interesting. We
Time
saw
wise.
comic books back to back, and it wasn't the same buyer.
Yeah, that is weird, huh?
Yeah. The first one is One Charlie. It's Gru #1 B.
Yeah, I have a bunch of different copies of this Gru. This is Gru #1. Okay. Yep, this is it right here.
You got B?
Yeah, I have B. It has 2 and B on it.
Okay. So that's sold for $15.
Alrighty.
And the other comic is also on One Charlie. It's J40.
J40. Yeah, I was like, we can go, what? We could go a month in between selling a comic now, lately. Just because we don't have that many. And for us, like, these sold back to back to different buyers within what, 10 minutes or something?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know if that has to do with the way eBay promotes it or what, you know.
I don't know.
That's Little Kids #1.
Yeah, Little Kids #1, 15-cent book.
$18. Inflation.
Okay. All right. Yeah, a little bit, huh? What's that? How much inflation is that? Like 200x or something?
Yep. All right, our next item is a pair of pants for Delta, Van Heusen khaki pants.
For Delta, it must be in the bin, huh?
Yeah.
All right, figure out somewhere to put all this American Bubble Boy bubble wrap.
Link down below.
Candace knows, the link's down below. Okay, let's see if I can find this. Pair of pants, right?
Yeah.
Got a bunch of Marlboro bags and stuff like that. Robe. Man, we're going to the bottom of the box here.
No. I don't know how long these have been
I can't
listed.
even read that. Yellow flannel. That's another robe. We need to slow down on the robes. The Levi jacket. Aha, Van Heusen.
The very bottom one, huh?
Yep. What did we get for that? I'm trying to remember where we got that too.
I don't know.
That's not like us to usually sell stuff like this.
Well, I was new at tags.
I know, but I just don't remember where we got it.
$36 and no wait.
That's not. It wasn't near that much.
That's the size. 36 is the size. $18.74.
I don't remember. I can't say if that was a great buy or not because I don't remember buying it.
I think we bought that when we started cross posting. We're like, okay, maybe we need to get some more clothing. Hey, this has the tags on it.
Right.
I don't know. All right, our last item is a Frankie Stein. So that leaves us one Frankie left, and she is listed on Mercari. And I'm like, do I leave her on Mercari or put her on eBay? What do I do?
I'd probably say eBay.
So
lately, it seems like eBay is selling more Monster High
yeah,
than
the
Mercari.
Mercari slowed down on Monster High.
Yeah.
It was hot for a while. Now it's slowed down. So yeah, 9 Echo, $15.
That's the last one. You don't have any more you can cut out or anything, huh?
Nope, that's it.
Can you believe it?
One of her left and no Draculars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's everything that's going out today. Let me go ahead and get this packed.
All right, wait, I forgot to call something out. Sorry. 8 Delta, some ballerinas.
Okay. Do you remember buying these?
Yeah.
All right. You find them. Bravo Charlie Delta. Wonder if this is them. This must be them here. You use some of that expensive Big Bubble, man.
Yeah. I want to make sure their little spaghettis didn't get broken off.
Okay. What we get for those?
$22.49. I paid either $2 or $4 for them because it was weird to me they had them marked individually.
So is that worth it?
I think so.
It's close, huh?
Well, I have to buy stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't have a choice.
All right. Some stuff we don't have a choice. I have stuff like that too.
Yep.
So not everything is a profit margin call.
Some things you just like.
That's right. Okay, now everything's pulled. Let me get this packed. Okay, I am finally getting around to listing these shoulder pads, and these had names written all over them. I feel like this is working pretty well. Like I did, y'all can probably see. Oh, I can see the name right here somewhat.
But it doesn't stand out as much.
No.
As, yeah.
But let me show y'all what I'm doing. I tried Magic Eraser on one spot. It didn't work great. So I decided to do this instead. Okay, so we have this name here, right? And I'm just going to take... This is a dry erase marker. And the first pass through, I try and really rub the letter really well. So I can see there. And then what I do is I take this dry erase board cleaner, I spray it, and then I wipe it off. And then you can see it's a little lighter than it was before. Now the next time, and I try not to follow the lines of the letters too much because I feel like if you do that, you're going to end up being able to see like remnants of it, right? And I find that second time is when it really does well. That H is pretty much gone, right, Candace?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it's gone. So it's a little...
At the right light, you can still see the outline, but
right.
Man, I mean, if you weren't looking for it, you know.
I'm going to have to say that there was a name in the listing. I'm going to have to say there's a name written on this, and I had to remove it. Just because the right angle, you can still sort of kind of see it.
Yeah.
But I think it makes it sellable, whereas before...
I wouldn't want it with somebody.
I think it would sell, but I think the market would be way limited on who would want Hindi written all over their shoulder pads.
Yeah, I mean, if it was maybe one spot, but it was like bam, 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 bam,
right.
Bam. It was just all over.
Yeah, it was in like 6 places. Now, I'm not going to do anything with that, I don't think.
I don't think there's any way to get that off. Yeah.
But I wanted to show you all that again, because last time I mentioned this, what do you call that?
remover method.
Yeah, method. A lot of y'all had never heard of it, so I wanted, and I don't even know if I mentioned that this is a dry erase marker,
Right.
which is not good, because like if you use permanent marker, you could just be making the situation worse.
Right. And really only on plastic.
Yeah, and
usually non-porous surfaces. This plastic is a little porous, but
it's on the edge, man.
Yeah.
Like it's not porous, but it's also not smooth.
Right, it's textured.
So I find that this works, but I have to use a pretty good bit of pressure to be able to get down in all the microscopic nooks and crannies, right. With it. So
yeah,
just thought I'd share that with y'all. Okay, I'm all done now. Just thought I'd show y'all the finished result. You can see at the right angle, you can definitely see remnants. But overall, it's way better than having that kid's name there. I got the name off of everywhere, so I can list these things now, except for that spot right there. All right, it's a little bit later. Candace is doing her cracker listing thing. I was trying to think of something clever to use with that.
Cracker picture taker.
No, that doesn't work. I was trying
Cracker snapper.
Man, that sounds dirty.
I'm using my phone.
Yeah, it kind of
take
sucks.
Pictures.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. Like I have to determine. We gave our camera. Our camera stopped working yesterday.
Yeah.
Just like boom, done.
Yep.
And we left it without the battery in it for a long time, and came back in here this morning and tried it again. Still dead. A few other things we could try, but then we have to determine what we're gonna do. I'm really thinking that since the camera is worth over $300 still, I'm really thinking about sending it to Canon and seeing how much they want to fix it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if they want 150, that would be worth it. If they want 200, it would be worth it. More than that, but then is it going to be less than that? I don't know.
How much do they sell for as is, parts only?
I don't know. That's the question, right? Because at that point,
if we can get that much for selling it as is, then buy another one for about 300.
well, that would be the thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I don't know, we can't. I don't think we could buy one for 300 though. That's the thing. It's like it's closer to 400. So we have to figure. We're gonna figure that out. But I am about to list this Wii after I test it. I've got a couple of games here too that I need to clean. They're pretty scratched, so I'm gonna clean them and then test them too. But now we're gonna play what's in that Wii.
Oh, Wii roulette.
Yeah, Wii roulette. That's right.
Play.
Come on, baby.
Let's play Wii roulette.
Is there anything in it?
I don't think
Wait.
so.
I think I hear it doing something. No, I think it should be.
It just
should have done it by
It just
now.
kind of woke up. Yeah.
Let me try it again. So I've had.
Oh!
Oh, okay. Sometimes.
Wii Sports.
Is it? Oh yeah, sweet. Okay, that's the score there.
Yep.
Man, it is scratched big
Look at
time
that.
there. I mean, but that's a win because we can fix that.
Yep.
Man, I was just talking about Wii Sports a little while ago.
I know.
Look at that.
Yep.
Well, we paid 15 for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got 3 games right here that once they're clean, they're all 3 worth over $15.
All of this was 15.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice. Sometimes you do have to press eject twice on Wii Roulette. That was a winning pull there because the game is worth more than what we paid for everything, and we didn't even know it came with it.
That's right.
That's the fun part about buying Wiis. All right, I just got through cleaning Mario Kart. He's working fine. He's in here now. I'm gonna test him out. I wanted to show y'all, get asked about this EcoPro disc cleaning machine a pretty good bit. And it's great. It's really, really good at cleaning like minor scratches or even like medium scratches, I would say. But this, if y'all see this is like right near the limit of what you can reasonably do. Like you can see there is a heavy scratch here. and a lot of other pretty heavy scratches. Like I can't actually feel any of them, so they're not like super bad, but it's pretty bad. And thought I could let y'all see how long it takes to clean one that is this bad. This is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Now, another thing with this machine, you have to buy, you see this little card right here? You have to, whenever you buy an EcoPro 2, and this is the thing a lot of people don't like. Well, I don't think anybody likes it, but you have to buy a new card every, like, I paid $89.99 for this. Let me show y'all. Let me pull it up here. Actually, I had it pulled up because I forgot how much it cost. EcoPro 800 minute supply kit, $89. And you get four buffing things. You get the cleaning solution, and most importantly, you get the a little card, key card. So the way it works out is about every minute of runtime, you're consuming about 11 cents worth of that refill kit. Now that does not include the initial cost of the machine, which is very expensive, of course. When I bought the machine, it was around $1,300, and now I think it's around $16, $17 now. So what I'm gonna do, these pads are fairly fresh, you know, fairly clean, I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and see how long it takes me to clean that disc to get it like pretty much perfect from where it's at now, and how much that'll cost me in supplies. Because now that I own the machine, all that matters are the supplies, right? So I just punched in 4 minutes, and we're gonna see how many times I have to do 4 minutes. This disc might take 8 to 12 minutes to clean. Okay, it's run for 4 minutes now. Let's see how we're looking. Actually, it looks a little better than I was expecting. It's still got a big scratch. Can y'all see it right there? Maybe more of a scuff right there by that rainbow up there. But it's definitely making progress. I always knew it wasn't gonna do it in one pull. I think it's probably gonna take 12 minutes. Oh wait, let me dial up 4 minutes. But we're gonna see what it looks like after 8. Now after this 4 minutes is up, we will have spent 11 cents times 8 minutes. We would have spent about 88 cents in product. All right, let's take a look. And typically, oh, okay, no, the scratch is still there. See that? And typically, whenever you take disc out of this machine, they're ready to go. Like you don't need to clean them or anything, but whenever you run it this many times, you do end up getting a buildup of the buffing compound on the edge that you just have to knock off. But yeah, this needs another 4 minutes. That scratch is starting to come down though. Can y'all see it? Okay, we're at 12 minutes run time now on this clean, which that's up there for the amount of time I'm willing to spend on a disc. And it just about got it. Like there's some super light, very superficial stuff left, but I'm gonna leave it right there, and I'm gonna test it and sell it. So I ended up, it's definitely clean enough now, but it ended up being 12 minutes at 11 cents a minute. What is that? 110, 12, like $1.30 something, $1.32 or so. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's right. So that's an extremely long time. Like that's the longest I've ever cleaned a disc, I think. But now I can sell it, and after I test it, of course. All right, got those 2 games listed that I showed y'all. Gonna do some more listing. Also wanted to give an update on Candace's Nutcrackers. We've currently, or she is currently, I've only listed maybe 20 of these. She's currently listed 166 nutcrackers for $20,375 listing in listings. $122 average, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And
so now I'm just working on little touch-ups, like this guy right here. Sorry, this guy right here just has a little green paint, so I'm just trying to match his paint. I think I need more yellow in there or something. Just little bitty touch-ups, nothing major. Like, if there's anything major, it's going to be disclosed. Like, this guy right here, his nose is like chipped, where there's nothing I can do about that. So, but for little bitty touch-ups, I'm going to go ahead and take care of them.
I see you have a shoe gluing here.
Yeah, that shoe came off his little cobbler stone or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So that got glued back on. The ball at the end of Santa's hat.
Man, you want to talk about some good YouTube videos to watch? This guy is in, like, I can't remember if he's in the UK or Ireland or what. Can't remember. As a matter of fact, let me pull up his channel. Okay. Oh man, this is so off track. But I used to watch this guy. I'm gonna watch him again. Watching this dude repair shoes. Oh, Candace, look.
He's got a cobbler stone?
No, but look, his latest video. We added Mandalorian soles on my Vans high top trainers. Look.
I don't get that, because you're just going to walk on them.
No, but like, yeah. You need to go watch this channel sometime to see if you like it. It's so satisfying watching him bring in shoes that are all jacked up looking, and he makes them look like better than new.
Customize them.
Like, look at those soles on those shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, and he is in England, by the way. Hertfordshire, England. So, yeah. So that's cool. What that nutcracker reminded me of.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.